What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be talking about my past life of how I lived in a trailer for 18 years of my life growing up poor versus who I am today being a rich entrepreneur, a wife, and a mother to 2 kids. Let's get right into it. Okay, so if you already follow me on Instagram, it's AsiaV_. Then you have already seen my story from my Twitter post. From Twitter, it doesn't allow you to go over a certain amount of characters. And of course, Instagram, you can only give 10 posts, okay, for a carousel. So I didn't really get to explain thoroughly my lifestyle and what I had to go through when I was a little kid, how I grew up poor, like some of the factors, the very key factors that I went through in life that really changed my perspective and all of that. Okay, so I just want to give y'all the knit and grit of everything, and hopefully I can get it within 15 minutes. If I can't get everything within 15 minutes, I'm just going to have to do a part 2. So we'll see by the end of this video. What I really want to go over is some of the things that happened to me when I was in elementary school. So for one, family dynamic as far as understanding what marriage is supposed to look like, what family is supposed to look like. I had a representation of that, but it was not from my mom and dad. It was actually from my grandmother and my granddad. So all of the characteristics and the things that I've seen them do, I've kind of learned from that subliminally, even though I wasn't intentionally trying to learn it, even though I don't think my granny was intentionally trying to teach me, but subliminally, all of those characteristics and that mindset was instilled in me, and it carried on into my relationships. Now, as far as my parents, I don't really want to talk too much on it because I don't want them to have a bad image, but you guys don't know them anyway, so whatever, we're just going to talk about it. So basically, when I was a little girl, I don't remember my mom and dad just being so in love and just so caring and so nice and charismatic towards each other. Don't get me wrong. There were instances where, they'll laugh together, they'll cuddle. There were a few moments where I felt like, okay, y'all are in love. Cool. But I'm not even gonna lie to you. The whole time they were married, it was kind of hell, okay? It even got to the point where my dad came to me when I was in high school. This lasted years, guys. So imagine your parents fighting all the way up until you're in high school. So you're 18 years old. They've been fighting. You've been seeing them fight since like 5, 6 years old. Now you're 16, 17 years old. And now the question is finally popping up. Well, if you want me to stay, I'll stay. But if you feel like I should go, then tell me I need to go. I said you should go before somebody dies. That's how bad it got, okay? I told my dad, please leave, because I don't want either one of y'all to go to jail. I don't want anybody to die. Just leave, okay? It's for the best, for my sake, y'all's sake, everybody's sake, okay? I had a younger brother too, so he ended up moving with my dad. But anyway, I'm getting too off track. I need to start from the beginning. I don't want to tell y'all the ending part. I want to tell y'all the beginning. So let me just tell you some of the vivid memories that I had growing up. So one of my vivid memories was basically when I think it was going to be my first day of school for first grade. And I was in my room. I was sleeping, of course. Then I got woken up. I heard yelling. I heard screaming. I was like, what the heck is going on? The first thing I see is my mom with a gun and my dad's brother with a gun. They have it literally at each other's heads. So I'm confused. How old? I'm not even understanding what's going on. I've never seen a gun before. I've never seen this happen. This is my first time seeing this happen. So of course I'm calm. I'm not panicking and I'm not freaking out or anything. So I'm just looking at them like, what are y'all doing? And what I hear them say is, well, if you shoot me, we both gonna be 2 dead motherfuckers in here. Pretty much that's what happened. So I'm just like, when I get older and I'm looking back on what actually happened when I was younger, I was like, what the literal fuck? Like, I didn't even understand what was going on, but that left such a vivid memory in my head. I have never forgot it. Like, I remember exactly how it happened. It was in the middle of the night. I remember exactly how my mom looked, how my uncle looked. My dad just sitting on the side, scared to death because he don't know what to do. It's 2 people with guns in the house, okay, in the bedroom. 2 people with guns in the house. And the reason why they had guns at each other's heads because my mom, I guess she got tired of my dad and my uncle being out too late. She blamed my uncle for why my dad was being out late at night a lot and partying and stuff or whatever. I don't know the big details because they didn't tell me. She only told me that part. But yeah, she was pretty much upset that they were going out too much and staying out too late. And that was just her breaking point, I guess. So they had guns at each other's heads. So there's just one instant when I was very, very young. After that, I had a little bit of school troubles. I had an upperclassman. She was 3 grade levels above me, right? And I remember this. I was on the bus, and I was just sitting there. I wasn't bothering nobody. I'm a quiet child. Like, I'm shy. I'm a quiet child. I don't bother anybody. I'm just cooling it. And next thing you know, she sits down. I know exactly who this girl is. I know her name. I know what her Facebook page is. And I still want to get my lit back because she tried me on multiple times, on multiple occasions. But it's okay. So she sat next to me on the bus. And she told the person in front of her, she was like, I bet I can make her cry without even saying anything to her. But little did they know, she had her hand behind me, pinching me. Like trying to pinch me as hard as she could. And I'm not going to give her the satisfaction of making me cry. So I'm holding in like the pain. I'm holding in my tears. I'm holding in all of it. So I'm just blank in the face. I'm literally blank in the face. I ain't showing no kind of expressions. I'm literally just like this. And she gave up because I never would cry. She was not finna get that satisfaction out of me. Now this girl is like 3 times bigger than me. Just a big girl, okay? I'm skinny, itty bitty old me. Like I said, she's 3 grade levels above me, so she's 3 years older than me. What am I supposed to do? I'm in elementary school. This girl probably in middle school. I didn't know what I was supposed to do, but we're riding the bus together because my school is so small to where we all rode the bus. So elementary school was literally on one side, and then you had middle and high school over here. So I could literally see elementary school students pre-K through 5th grade all the way over here, middle school 6th through 8th, and then 9th through 12th on the same hall. So we'll cross paths. Everybody know each other. We're pretty much growing up with one another because we didn't have to change schools. So yeah, she decided that I was her target, and it did not stop there. She later on, when we got a little bit older, she got upset because an upperclassman liked me. Now, let me go ahead and tell y'all this now. In the country, there is really no codes when it comes down to age and dating and everything. So it really still isn't in this day and time. But she was upset because a guy that she liked me, and she took it out on me. So she decided to get her siblings to try to torture me. And those were guys. Now her siblings are boys. So she got her boy siblings to pretty much try to bully me too. So I'm dealing with her, I'm dealing with her brother, and then I'm dealing with the other younger brother trying to mess with my younger brother. So it's just chaotic. On the bus, it got to the point where we were getting ready to pull up right in front of my house, right? And we were just heated. I'm fed up at this point. I'm sick of them messing with me. I'm sick of them bullying me. So I'm bucking up. I'm like, look, I don't give a rest, but we just have to fight this out. Like, I'm sick of this. I ain't finna keep going through this. So next thing you know, I get a foot with a shoe right to the chin. Like, I get kicked in the chin out of nowhere. And her brother kicked me in my chin. Right in front of my house. Like, we literally stopped on the bus, and I get kicked in the chin. So now I'm fighting the older brother. I'm fighting the younger brother. And then she just sitting back doing absolutely nothing. So at this point, I'm just like, I got a scar on my chin. I'm walking around in school. Everybody asking me, what happened? What happened? Because nobody knows. It was literally like 5 of us up on the bus. So yeah, that's the bullying part that I had to go through in elementary school. And it did not stop there either. For some reason, I was just a target. I guess when you're soft and you're sweet and you kind of like stay to yourself, you become a target to people who just want to mess with other people. That was me. They'll start rumors about me that weren't true. They'll just be mean for no reason. There'll be even times where people would try to start pick fights. So I had one girl in school, she pretended, so basically she hit this girl in front of me, right? And the girl turned around, she was like, why'd you hit me? I'm like, I did not hit you. I told her the other girl hit you, I did not hit you. And she was like, and then the other girl was like, you know you hit her. So basically she lied and said that I hit the girl in front of me, and I know darn well I did not hit her. And I was like, look, I'm telling you now, I did not hit you. But if you hit me back and I didn't hit you, I'm going to have to hit you. And she was pretty much like, okay, whatever. And she's an upperclassman too. So I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go again. So she proceeds to stand up, acting like she's Buck or whatever, and she going to hit me. I'm like, I literally just told you, if you hit me, I'm going to have to hit you back. I literally just told you this. So I got so much anger, y'all. I got so much anger built up inside to the point where I got some kind of strength from the ancestors themselves. Like, I got some kind of strength from the ancestors themselves that day. And I literally spazzed out. I grabbed her by her little braids, honey, and I pop, 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 just banging her in the head. I blanked out. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm just banging, 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 banging. And then my teacher comes over there. She was like, stop, stop, stop. I'm banging, 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 banging. And she was like, why did you keep going? Why? Like, when we stopped, when they finally broke up the fight, they was like, why did you keep doing it? Why did you keep hitting her in the head? And I'm just smiling. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I turned into a freaking crazy person because I don't know. I just got so fed up to the point where it's just like, okay, I'm not bothering y'all. I'm not messing with y'all. I don't talk to nobody. I don't talk about nobody. I don't mess with nobody. But yet y'all always want to mess with me. Why am I always targeted? So, yeah, we went to ISS. I won that fight. And to this day, she always like, well, I know you beat me up in 4th, 5th grade, but I bet you can't beat me up now. I'm like, look, I probably can't now. But you know what? The ancestors had my back that day, boo, because it wasn't going down the way you thought it was going to go down. But that's just another instance. And it did not stop there. Another upperclassman girl bullied me. So she'll just literally just do little stuff on purpose. Like, she'll throw my paper on the floor, throw my pencil on the floor. She'll hit me like on the slide. She'll bump me or whatever. I'm like, man, I can't catch a break. Like, all of this is in elementary school. All of this is happening in elementary school. I'm like, why is it that we're so young? Why are people trying to bully me? We need to be focusing on colors and junk. I don't know. Like, why are we focusing on bullying each other? So I had reached my breaking point with this girl too. I had called. I already told my mom. I was like, Mom, this girl bothering me in school, and I think we just gonna have to fight. I think one day we just gonna have to fight this out. And that's exactly what we did. There was one day on the playground. I was like, look, I ain't finna take this no more. I am sick of you. So we're literally fighting it out on the playground. We both got scratches. We kicking and all kind of stuff. Wood chips, all that on the playground, okay? So we finally fought it out. We didn't mess with each other after that. Point blank period. Like, it even got to the point where she knocked all my stuff off the desk. Okay, cool. So I'm like, all right, bet. Knock all her stuff off the desk. She stand up, I stand up. She go and stand on top of my desk acting like she about to do something. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stand on the desk too. So we literally having a battle without even touching each other in the middle of the classroom. Don't even understand this, but it happened, okay? And I'm pretty sure y'all probably like, well, if you were so innocent, why people messing with you? I don't know. If y'all can give me an explanation on why people decided to bother me when I know for a fact I can promise y'all on everything that I love and care about, I did not bother anybody. I promise you, I didn't bother nobody, but everybody wanted to bother me. But you know what? I think it was part of my journey to understand that even if you are reserved, even if you are alone, even if you are kind of like the person who's low key and don't really bother people, does not mean that you will be spared from other people bothering you. Understood. I understand. Thank you for letting me know that, hey, you're going to get bullied regardless of how you act. Regardless if you're trying to make friends, if you talk to people, blah this, blah that, like, you gonna get bullied. So that was my life. I got bullied by people females. And then there were times too where guys would think they could push me over, and I'm like, look, I already had experience with females, so if a boy want to come up, I'm ready. So the last time a boy tried to bully me, I pushed him across the classroom, because like I said, I had to build some kind of, the ancestors, like, they had my back. They started having my back. I think the ancestors started having my back when, or I would say the ancestors started giving me this strength out of nowhere in like 4th, 5th grade. So 4th, 5th grade, honey, I was beating people up. Like, I ain't having it. Before, okay, I let it slide. Cool, whatever. But my 4th and 5th grade year elementary school, I don't know what it was, but I was not going for it. I'm going to hit you back. I'm going to push you back, whatever you did. And the funny thing about this, when the guy had basically pushed me, I went and told the teacher. I was like, well, he just pushed me, so I'm about to go push him back. She was like, okay. I went and pushed him back. He slid across the classroom and managed to bust his lip. Don't know how that happened. Oh, no, I don't even know. I pushed him back. He slid across the classroom floor, and he came back with a bloody lip. Cool. He was pissed off, of course. I'm like, oh, shoot. Okay, I think I'm in trouble. So he comes back. He touching his lip or whatever. You see the blood. And he literally pushed me with his bloody fingers. And I'm like, ew, first of all, you just put blood on my shirt. But that's besides the point. I'm about to fight a whole boy. And he's an upperclassman. He's 1 grade level above me. I'm about to fight a boy. Yeah. But that's my life. That's my life of bullying in elementary school. That's what I went through. Those are my stories that I had to go through in elementary. Am I missing anything else as far as elementary school? I don't really remember anything that is probably like detrimental as far as school. But I will say in elementary school, my elementary school years, I didn't really have the strongest relationship with my mom. And that was because I feel like she was going through a lot with my dad, and she didn't really understand how to be a parent. She had a clear example of what parenthood looked like from my grandmother, but she didn't really receive that same tender love and care from my granddad, as she explained to me. So some of the things that he did to her, she passed down and did to me. So that happens with parenthood, and that's one of the things that I really want new parents and all parents to understand, is that sometimes you'll catch yourself doing the things that has been done to you in your prior lifestyle, and you may not even be intentionally doing it, but it happens because that is a learned behavior. Whether or not you tried to or not, it is a learned behavior. So because I know that this is a learned behavior, I have to be more subconscious of what I do, how I react with my kids, because Lord knows I don't want to do anything that happened to me in my childhood to my kids. Okay, that is the last thing that I want to do. And even if I catch myself trying to drift into that, I walk away. I think through it. I don't try to act too quick off actions, especially when it comes down to my kids. I don't try to do that. Is what I do in elementary school, my parents and all of that, because I gave y'all the rundown of bullying, and I don't want to keep y'all too long on this video. So go ahead and check out my next video on me explaining my childhood with my parents and their love life and all of that in between in my elementary school years from pre-K all the way up until 5th grade. I'll catch y'all in the next video.
Make sure you subscribe to my channel to watch more videos like these.